You need to know about Heritage Bank. Heritage Bank is gone, no doubt. All of you who have money in Heritage Bank, right? You should possibly be having your doctors next to you. And there are other banks that are also going to collapse. Right now, not only that the economy of Nigeria is gone, the banking sector has been gone. They have been falsifying the book, declaring profits every now and then. Many of them are not healthy. But it is the job of the Central Bank of Nigeria to protect every penny of depositors. If you have money in those banks, even if they go up in smokes, your money must be saved. That is why you have the NDIC, the Nigerian, what is that NDIC again? I think it is Nigeria, the blah, 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 blah insurance commission. I'll remember, don't worry. So it is to help distressed banks to liquidate and protect depositors' funds. It is like an insurance, okay? That if you are going bankrupt, right, then they will actually try and see if they can protect the investment of investors and all of whatever they can actually save from the remnant of your dying business. So Tifnumbu and his gang, they have 4 banks that they are going to liquidate. And all the monies in that bank, they're going to steal them. Yes, you heard me right. They're going to steal your money. NDIC right now is offering those who have money in Heritage Bank peanut from their savings. For example, you have a business and you have a savings of about 17 million. In fact, there is a person who has 17 million naira saved in Heritage Bank in Nigeria. And they just said it in the news. After several days of trying to make withdrawal from their own bank accounts, they couldn't unsuccessfully, they couldn't take money from their banks for days until 2 days ago, when the Central Bank of Nigeria announced that they have revoked the operating license of the Heritage Bank, because the bank is in the debt of nearly 600 billion naira debt. It's a bad debt. They can never recover the money. So what happened to the depositors' money? You were supposed to have access to go and take your money out. Or the Central Bank of Nigeria will look for any healthier bank, okay, to buy the bank and save the job as well as the depositors' money. Somebody who has 17 million in his bank account is now being offered 5 million naira until the conclusion of liquidation. Baba, a business in this Nigeria, you woke up one morning, your 17 million suddenly reduced to 5 million. You're never going to get the rest, but you'll be given a promissory note. We will give you later. That is the situation. And I love this guy and his view on this, because he actually went on to let you know that if they say investors are not investing in Nigeria, these and many more like it are actual reasons why nobody will put their money in that contraption, except they just wish to burn the money.
There will have been diverse different approaches to this. CBN will have looked for other healthier banks to acquire. They will have even done what we call guided liquidation. Guided liquidation simply means stripping packing the liabilities and putting it to one side, and then selling the assets to a very, very healthy bank, transferring the assets and the staff of the company to those, and then looking at how they can now recover those liabilities that are put in the bucket. It was difficult for AMCON to be sold, for NAFCON or NET to be sold in 2005. Obasanjo saw they had a huge liability of almost about 120 billion naira. Obasanjo knew that it would be difficult to sell that asset, that very important asset, without doing so. What he did was guided liquidation. He stripped the asset into one side, put the liabilities into one side. The asset was valued at about $154 million, and he got privatized it. I was one of the lead advisors on the buy side to those that acquired that asset in 2005, 2006. So I knew what happened. I was the acquisition advisor for those who purchase that asset. So what Obasanjo did was a very apt way of getting the thing done. So I expected the Central Bank of Nigeria and NDIC to have told the same route. Since the bank is alleged to have been carrying a huge toxic asset of almost about 600 billion. When did it blow to 600 billion? And the CBN that is supposed to be the regulators did not see it growing to that level. If CBN wanted to put it together, they would have pulled the trigger long ago. How did the bank get to the level that the toxic asset kept growing to the extent that they can no longer maintain the books? It's the same thing all over Nigeria. We take things for granted. The same problem we have in the money market with the Central Bank of Nigeria and the deposit money bank is the same problem we have in the capital market, and we keep on lamenting this. There is weak regulation, weak enforcement. Criminality thrives in Nigeria because the regulators that are supposed to enforce the regulation are in bed with the operators at some levels. Then the judiciary and the policing system in Nigeria that is supposed to be very upright had become so compromised that people get away with all manner of criminality, and the poor Nigerian masses takes the short end of the stick. A young man just chatted me inbox. He has a huge deposit in Heritage Bank all his life that he has worked for. Now he's scared that he's going to lose it. Under this terrible, atrocious economic situation, we are now compounding the problems of Nigeria by liquidating Heritage Bank the way they've adopted it. All the staff of that bank will lose their jobs. Associated businesses transacting with that bank will lose their business relationship. And then the worst of it all, people who labor so hard to put their hard-earned savings in that bank are going to receive the short end of the stick, because people just no empathy, no compassion. You just pull the trigger. At the end of the day, those who managed the bank, from the board to the top management, will still go scot-free. It happened in Nigeria between 2005 to 2010. Nigerians gathered and mobilized their savings and invested in the capital market. People took their monies to go and run an election. People took their money to go and buy second wives. People took their monies and went as far as Tanzania to go and buy established banks. People misappropriated the trust of Nigerians. SEC did nothing. EFCC did nothing. CSCPC did nothing. The police did nothing. The people who misappropriated these funds are walking free. The likes of Voiza, Chimak, and all the online Ponzi scammers got courage to do what they do because they know we operate a criminal system where people can just connive, do evil, steal people's money, and they use the proceeds of corruption and fraud to bribe their way through. They buy up everybody, they even buy up justice. We can't continue to work this way. The CBN should have adopted. If you don't want to do guided liquidation, stripping the liabilities and packing the wealth and selling the assets so that the people will not lose their job and lose their deposits, you will have set up a bridge bank or even made an arrangement for a stronger bank to acquire it, pack the liabilities, and I can bet it 9/10. Those people who are owing those toxic assets will walk away. All they need to do is to buy those buyable. See, the average Nigerian is hurting. The average Nigerian is hurting. There is the feeling of despondency out there. There is this fear. Everybody, see, people believe they can do all manner of criminality and get away. And I have experienced it over the last 9 years. It has become so worse. It has become worse.
And it's still going to be worse. If there's a word called worser, it's going to get worser. Worsest. Then it's going to become worsest. There are no words like that. Okay. But you have an idea what I'm kind of trying to, yeah? Your money will be gone. If you have 100 million naira in Heritage Bank, you will be given 5 million. Hold this one first. Somebody said, well, hello, Mayegun. Yes. What about us that have, especially me, I've got 91,000 naira there. But calm down, Jai. We are talking to those who have money in the bank, okay? We're not talking about those who have, what do you call it? a mere receipt or ticket or something. Yeah, hang on. I'm talking about those that will hear this news and they will just sit down and they'll be like, we are sorry we lost him. You know that kind of news where person go here and say, yes, sir. Yes, sir. They said you should come and take 5 million naira for your 150 million naira deposit in Heritage Bank until they sell the assets and they will now give you the balance. You say what? Yes, sir. They said, we are sorry we lost him. He received the news, or people will go receive phone call and they say, eh? Yes, sir, I said, that's it. Ah, and that's it. They say, oh, we are sorry we lost him. He looked back. It was just so peaceful. Who told you? Many people will die just by the news alone. And if I can make you laugh, even though you have money that is likely going to be stolen, well, fair enough. Maybe I have helped. Okay? Because, like that guy said, they are going to all walk away. All we are hearing in the news is that the 590 billion naira is the liability of Heritage Bank. How did the Central Bank of Nigeria allow it to get to that stage? Because you have no working system. And now you are going to suffer it. And there are other 3 banks that are also going to go down. Yes, you hear me? We just hope that they will let others buy them so that you can keep your job and maybe your money. But with the Tifnubu and gang, no. Whatever is left in that Heritage Bank, they will sell it, share the money. Those who took the 590 billion loan that is now that got the bank liquidated, they are your senators, your governors, your this, your that. They are still out there acting surprised like you. What happened to Heritage? Oh my God, what happened to Heritage? What a bank. They will never be punished. Okay. I have one last thing to share with you, and it is to let you know that there is a news of a mine that collapsed. Yes, a mine collapsed in Niger State, somewhere in Shiroro, in Niger State. In fact, the place is called, go check. Yeah, the place is called Dangoro, Abi, something like that, Dangororo. So they said that one person has been confirmed dead and 30 others are trapped. It is called the Galadima Kogo. So this is the rescue mission where they are trying to get some of these people out, okay? So you see this mine is located somewhere in Shiroro local government area called Galadima Kogo. And we hope they are able to rescue the trapped victims, okay? Now, this one is like maybe like it's a proper mine, but do you want to see what the illegal mines look like in Nigeria? I'll show you this video from 2021. It is in Zamfara.
Kun ga da ba wannan ne na aka canta kilo
bari in mun koma mu zo da sai
Sagiru dan sagi shege ya san wuri mai kyau kenan
idan ku ba
kun ga yadda aka hatuwa da gara mai sallasu guntattaki
mu ba da kuɗi mu faso mu bashi waccan Allah
kace Allah ka
a to shikenan sai in bashi gara
Yes, that is a place called Anka in Zamfara. They killed people, chased away all the farmers. You see that place you saw there? That used to be a farm. Okay. Then terrorism chased a lot of people away from there. And they now started mining for tantalite, mining for gold. And you know something? There are so many areas in Nigeria where some of the harmful chemicals have been brought into Nigeria and they are being used at different locations in Nigeria in the name of looking for some resources, some mineral resources here and there. And most of the money proceeds from all of those places, they do not really go into the pocket of the government. They go straight into the pocket of whoever is the warlord in that place. Yeah, that is Nigeria. Let us pray.
Nigeria, Olódùmarè, ẹ ṣàánú orílẹ̀-èdè wa. Ọ̀gá ògo, ẹ ṣàánú orílẹ̀-èdè wa. Ẹ ṣàánú wa. Ẹ ṣàánú ọmọdé, ẹ ṣàánú àgbà. Ẹ ṣàánú mẹ̀kúnnù, ẹ ṣàánú àwọn tí ò nípá, àwọn tí ò lólùrànlọ́wọ́. Ọ̀gá ògo, ẹ ṣàánú wa o. Ẹ̀yin nìkan ṣoṣo náà ni ìrànlọ́wọ́ wa o. Ẹ ṣàánú o. Olódùmarè, ẹ ṣàánú. Ẹ ṣàánú. Ẹ ṣàánú.
Ṣàánú wa o. Ẹ ṣàánú wa o, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ o, Olódùmarè, ẹ ṣàánú wa o. The situation in Nigeria calls for us to be like ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ gbà wá o. But Olódùmarè is not coming to ṣàánú anybody. He has already given you a life. What you make of it is yours and yours only. That is now me come to that conclusion of my own presentation. I still have like 1, 2, 3, but let's leave them there now. I could probably move them forward. Okay. So somebody came and they commented on one of the reading of my book, right? So we have varieties of programs on Mayegun's Diary Politico, all right? And they are as they come. So this individual, I don't know what came over the person, okay? So they sort of kept sending me messages through YouTube, okay? They kept sending messages that, oh, Mayegun, if you don't get anything to say, if you don't have any content, stop reading book. Nobody wants to listen to your book reading. Oh, your viewers are going to leave you if they know that you are just reading. I was like, I know your type. Baba, listen to me. You have varieties of things you can watch on Mayegun's Diary Politico. If you don't like book reading, that's all right. But if now your papa born you, and I mean this, so if you are going to be offended, please do. If now your papa born you, send me that message, okay? You will never send another one. It simply means you are not supposed to be here. Okay? I don't need some of your advices just because something is not comfortable with you. I don't like this one. Let's do another one, Mayegun. No. Okay, whatever I bring here, it is for a reason. It's not a random thing. Okay, so I don't need your advice. And if you probably watch this video and somehow you turn yourself to special advisor on how to talk, I promise you, okay, it will also be the last time you would. We know your like. I do know your likes. I mean, Mayegun, let me advise you. Don't advise me. If you don't like what you see, the best thing is to pass it on until maybe you will see something you like. So I'll remove that person and I've banned them. You may be watching me. I promise you, you will never comment on my platform anymore. Okay? If you don't like book reading, Mayegun, I don't like this, your song. Your song is too long. Balaye, if you don't like my long song, at the same time, fast forward it. Don't tell me. You telling me is considered as you have been looking for something to just want to say, I shouldn't do something. I hate it when people tell me not to do something. That's it. I mean, kind of make me feel like, are you mad? Like Ibolati Morari. You know, that kind of thing. So please don't advise me. If you don't like something on Mayegun's Diary Politico, just pass it. If you think you get it's a bit talk, don't worry, I'll see it. Then I am going to take a mini break, okay? And that is me going on to go and refill my tea cup. That may take me another 2 minutes. So if you're interested, right? First thing first, like the broadcast, okay? You need to. That shows that you are here, all right? And then share it if you haven't already. And the number to call is right there on your screen, okay? Use it. You may be speaking to me in the next 2-3 minutes. So apart from that, I will be back. tango, bala bala bulaba. You dey speak. Anyway, thank you so much. NDIC means the Nigeria Deposit Insurance Company. I don't know, commission. Anyway, doesn't matter. I have my first caller. Hello.
Sakpa Malekum, my brother.
Sakpa, I mean, wa alaikum Sakpa, Baba. It's been a while.
Yes, it's been a while, my brother. You know,
how are you?
I have a life to live. I don't have time for sleeps. But today's program was very shocking. It was so shocking because, you know, I just heard somebody crying, you know, and she's crying and complaining. So I called in today to say a prayer for her. So to the Templars listening to me, please shall we bow our heads in prayer. Father Lord, thank you for gathering us here today to listen to Mayegun.
Thank you.
And Father Lord, thank you for Toyi Abraham. May our children be like Kolu. May our children be like Kolu. May our children be like Shetima. Whatever offsprings our children's produce, they will always be like Kolu. They will always be like Shetima.
I don't know. See, before I become hang on, sir. Hang on, please. Can you relax it? Not suspend it, relax it first. Okay, hang on.
No.
Hang on,
relaxing.
Hang on.
Let us
There's
finish
something I want to say.
Okay.
There's something I want to say. And that is, you know, I do not know if this is a prayer or a curse.
No, Mayegun, it is a prayer. Because they said Tinubu is the best brain that can lead in Nigeria. No, Mayegun, it is not. Mayegun, stop. I go back.
How about you do that?
Being serious.
How about
No.
How about
Mayegun,
you do direct it to Toyi?
No.
For this, listen.
No, Mayegun, I'm not directing it to Toyi. Let me tell you why. Because of what they told us. They said Tinubu is the best Yoruba mind that can lead us. They said Tinubu is a technocrat that can employ the best brains in place. Tinubu employed people like Edons, employed people like Odudua and Mefiole. My God, don't let me vex for you. Let me finish my prayer.
Wait first, okay? Hang on first, please, before you continue. Hang on. You will continue your prayer. I promise you. I won't interrupt you, okay? But brethren, bear me witness. I tried my best. Continue.
So Abraham, that crying that you're crying, you said we should follow Tinubu. That blessing that you wish on our own children, that you said our own children should follow Tinubu, may your offspring, generation after generation, they will be like Kolu, they will be like Shetima. May your daughters be for the streets, be single mothers, and be harlots. Tony, your crying are just begin. You will cry blood.
Thank you so much.
Crying that you are just crying, you will continue to cry.
Thank you.
Mayegun, that's all I have to say.
You have a good one.
Bye-bye.
That one is beyond me. And Una be my witnesses. I tried. And see, I actually meant it. When I said, say all you can towards her. Okay? But please. Because now I don't know. Now I'm feeling somehow like, Mayegun, what is your problem? Somebody is praying. It's not like it's cursing. But we all know what we are doing. Just for the sake of our viewers, okay? Let us, okay, let's walk the talk. Here is another caller. Hello.
Hello, Mayegun. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Good evening. I'm good, Mayegun. It's your family, sir.
Well, we thank God. Thank you for asking.
It's your friend, your brother, Joseph Ubonna from Abuja, city capital of Nigeria.